Back at 7:14, we've heard so much about interest rates going up. It's probably going to happen tomorrow. So what do? If you're looking for a new home, if you're maybe thinking about selling your home, if you're considering a refinance, you know, it comes at a pivotal time in Colorado. Our real estate market here is just going bonkers right now. It was just named the 8th worst state for first-time home buyers. We don't like that. That's according to Bankrate.com. Coloradans shell out more than 25% of their annual income to pay for their homes, which makes our state one of the least affordable. But it's an awesome place to live, which is why everyone wants to be here. Brent Ivinson from Ideal Home Loans is here. Always great to see you, my friend.
Absolutely.
And we talk about interest rates all the time because you know they're always moving. Tomorrow they are likely to move up. Should we be worried? Who should be worried?
Well, here's the thing. We are going to see rates go up. Now, this has already been priced into your fixed rate mortgage market. So your 15-year fixed, your 30-year fixed, your 20s. We've already seen the repercussions of what's going to go on tomorrow.
So the market adjusted for this in anticipation of this hike?
Yes, they adjusted in anticipation. Now, here's who is going to be impacted, who is yet to feel that. Anybody with an adjustable rate mortgage, anybody with a home equity line of credit, anybody with credit card debt. You are looking at likely they're going to hike rates from 0.75% to a point. So you're going to go up 0.25%. Not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things.
Depends on your debt, right?
Right, depends on how much you owe, depends on your situation. The other thing to keep in mind is, what are they going to signal in terms of the future?
Right.
Are we going to keep hiking? They've made it really well known that the Fed would like to raise rates 3 times this year. If all of a sudden they posture for 4, we could see things move and move significantly. The other thing, too, is that if they move more than 1/4, we could see some reaction to that as well.
Well, if you're buying a house, I mean, 1/4 of a point, it doesn't seem like a huge number, but when you're talking about a $300,000, $400,000 house, it can have an impact, especially if we see a couple of these this year.
Well, absolutely. To give you an example, on a $400,000 mortgage, every time rates go up 1/8%, that's just a little over $29 a month in payment on a 30-year fixed mortgage. So it could be significant. If we start to see things move and move quickly, you could be in a situation where all of a sudden we're seeing $200 more for the same home, per month. So, you know, when you start to talk $2,400 over a year, that's a significant amount of money for consumers.
Well, let's talk specifically about Colorado. We know there's a low supply of houses out there. Do you think as interest rates creep up, does that encourage people to sell? What does that do?
You may see some people get off the sidelines. You know, we do have a lot of people sitting, and a lot of people are sitting playing this game of what if. You know, if I move, I've got to buy something else. And so that's part of the problem. But this may spur on some activity. Our big problem, as you mentioned, is we have very limited inventory.
Nobody's selling.
No, a normalized market would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 22,000 properties for sale. We've got in the neighborhood of 3,800 to 4,000.
Oh
so
my gosh!
We're
in all of Metro Denver?
All 7-county Metro Denver. So we are rolling properties off in about a 7 to 8 day supply. So not nearly enough to keep things up.
Do you see that changing anytime soon?
You know,
not that you can tell the future.
With rising rates, that does impact things, and you might start to see more availability.
Okay, so it sounds to me like what you're saying is don't worry so much about tomorrow, but look for hints as to how many more hikes we're going to see, and if you're thinking about making a move, maybe the next couple of months might be time to seriously consider that.
Yeah, I would get started now. It's only going to get more expensive as we get deeper into the year.
All right, Brent. Always appreciate your input. You've got great insight to all of this with Ideal Home Loans. We appreciate your help here. So there you go, Megan. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We'll be watching for that announcement tomorrow morning.
Yeah, some good advice there. The deadline has come.